Welcome, welcome. This is Rob Fighting. Today I want to bring back an old favorite of mine, Legacy Madness. It tries to combine ways to discard Burning Inquiry, Faithless Looting, Putrid Imp, and Lion's Eye Diamond with cards that like to be discarded. Blazing Woodvala, because you can Madness it for 0. Basking Woodvala, Madness it for 0. Unjust Ravager, Madness is for 1 in a red. Anger, fantastic to have in the graveyard. Once you have a mountain, all your creatures get haste. Ox of Agonas, you can escape it from the graveyard, draw more cards. And, of course, Vengevine, that needs you to cast 2 creature spells in a turn, and then it comes back from the graveyard, so a fantastic card to discard. And Hollow One, which costs 0 mana if you discarded 3 cards per turn. Why this archetype? I believe Cool but Rude, a new Spider-Man card, can make this archetype work, can make this archetype get over the edge. When you play it, you get to discard and draw a card when you attack, but the exciting part is level 2. When you discard a card, this class deals 2 damage to each opponent. So let's see what we can do with it. So game 1, turn 1, you start with a Putrid Imp or Faithless Looting. On turn 2, you play this card. If you have the Imp, you even get to attack and loot away a card, but on turn 3, you get to activate level 2, and then when you have cards in hand, like a Lion's Eye Diamond, you get to crack it, and for each card you discard, it's 2 damage. So it might very well be 4-5 cards that you discard in addition to Lion's Eye Diamond in play, which means 10 damage. If you have some Vengevines, Angers, and Rootvalas on top of it, it might very well be that you kill your opponent on this turn 3. So let's see how this Cool but Rude is actually working in this archetype. Maybe playing 14 lands and wanting to play it on turn 2, activate it on turn 3, requires 1 or 2 additional mana sources. We will find out. In the sideboard, I have the White All-Star that I always play, Deafening Silence. We have a few Thought Seizes for the combo matchups. I really love Firestorm because it's also a way to discard cards. Meltdown as a way to get rid of artifacts, and Nahal Spellbomb against the graveyards. So I'm curious how this will go. Let's find opponent number 1. While I'm waiting, while you're waiting, make sure to click like and to click subscribe on my channel. I would really like to continue recording videos, but I can only do that with your support. Also, check out Dobby Trading on Card Market. We won the die roll. Let's see what our first hand is. We have nothing to discard, only things that like to be discarded. That's Mulligan. I think this is alright. Keep. Let's bottom one of the enchantments. Oh, it's not even legendary, so you can have 2 on the battlefield, which is cool as well. Then we will cast the Faithless Looting off of a Badlands and see what we find. Yeah, let's just discard the 2 Rootwalas for value. Cast, yes, cast and cast. Next turn I would love to draw a land, so we get to loot with the Cool but Rude. Let's see what our opponent is doing. Uh-oh. Is it mono red or Eldrazi or some combo variant? I wonder if you should play green mana instead of the white, so we can activate this Chalice on 1. That's a bummer. That is actually a big bummer. I will still cast a spell here. Probably the looting to get it in the graveyard. Oh my, what decks are playing Chalice of the Void anymore? When we find the land, we get to play Kubot Root, and I think everything will be much easier from there. Fury, okay. Maybe it won't be easier. Interesting. Why did you tap the mana? Ah, I see. Adventure. Yeah, let's just concede this game. We have the force of... oh, what did I mean? We have the Meltdown against the Chalice. I like the Firestorm against his deck. The ones are fine. Maybe shouldn't board and bring in too much. Maybe the Firestorm is not necessary. Let's cut some Street Wraith. Maybe an Ox because it takes too long. Yeah, we just need a powerful turn 1 and then we should be fine, unless our opponent has Leyline of the Void. This looks cool. Just need a little bit of luck that we don't discard the Hollow One. The Burning Inquiry can hurt my opponent as well. Probably mulligan to Leyline of the Void, but we do have the Hollow One, so if we are lucky enough not to discard Hollow One. Cross fingers. Oh, I skipped my turn. What the hell? Oh, I hate this stupid Magic Online. Whatever. Let's see what we would have drawn. Okay, doesn't matter. The hand was like super awkward. Yeah, Chalice of the Void on turn 1, Leyline of the Void. I still think you can beat it with Hollow One, but maybe I should play like some Leyline hate in Force of Vigor, or what else could I play? Boseiju maybe, but that would mean I would ditch the white in favor of green, which could be fine. Maybe Deafening Silence is not as good. But yeah, 14 land deck. Game 1, we had a 1-lander with Faithless Looting, couldn't find the second land for Kubot Root. In Game 2, we opened with 4 lands, drew 2 more. I think that is the Magic Online Shuffler. Quite well, high variance. So I don't mind losing against Chalice and Leyline of the Void. At least the games are fast. I wonder why I clicked through my turn 1. That felt a bit strange. Okay. Yeah, so maybe the white could be green because I'm quite weak against Leyline of the Void. I thought nobody's playing it anymore because there are not so many graveyard strategies, but maybe it's still alright. I still feel with all the madness, like the Root Wallers, the Ravagers, not Dogs, but the Hollow One, it should be fine technically to get around this, and we have the enchantment for exactly that reason. But yeah, maybe it's not fine, and we need some enchant removal in the sideboard. So dropping, or we could even play Wear Tear. That might be fine instead of Meltdown. Yeah, I actually like that. Wear Tear could be cool. Let's see if our hand in game 2 is a little better. We have the Diamond, we have Inquiry, almost everything. We just need good things to discard. I will start with the Putrid Imp and see what we draw next turn. Because if we draw the Kubert Root, we like to cast it, and then we get to activate. At least I didn't skip my turn 1 this time, that's cool. Fury is a problem for this deck, certainly. Dark Ritual, always a problem. Doomsday. Oh, we actually get to Burning Inquiry him. That's interesting. If we get to Inquiry twice, maybe we mess up his pile. I mean, if we get to Inquiry twice, we just win. But maybe we mess up his pile. So it is again the Tamiyo and Murktide Regent version. I want to see how many Force of Wills. 1, 2, 3 days, 3 fours, 4 days. So he has Force of Will, fantastic. But maybe it's in the pile. Who knows? I will not discard the Rootvala. Maybe we draw the Vengevine. Let's play Lion's Eye Diamond. Oh, he forces. That must be wrong. Sure. Let's play the land and play Burning Inquiry. We found Anger and our opponent did Edge of Autumn, Fetch Land, and Tamiyo. Tamiyo is interesting, but maybe that was in his hand. So we can get in with all the Rootvalas. Maybe that's good. Yes, cast it. And maybe I even discard the land to five damage. Yeah, let's do it. Opponent's on 8 life. And I only have to hope that the Burning Inquiry messed up. Maybe it did not. Who knows? Probably has another land in his library and Thassa's Oracle. Yeah, so he just has Land Oracle. Close, close, close. Must be nice. Dark Ritual, Doomsday, Force of Will. And then countering the wrong card. Deafening Silence is cool. Thoughtseize is cool. I don't think we need so many oxes. I like the anger. Maybe you can just trim on the numbers a little bit. Because you want to keep the core intact with these strategies. Deafening Silence could also be a bummer, because it's not possible to cast Kubot Root and Lion's Eye Diamond in the same turn, but maybe it's alright. Maybe Kubot Root is too slow. Yeah, maybe it's too slow. Let's just bring in the fast stuff. But it's also nice to get over the edge or to make the last points of damage. So we have the Inquiry turn 1. We can also play Imp, discard Vengevine, discard land. Oh, I just want to cast the Inquiry and hope, because it can also mess up his hand. Mulligan to 6. Leyline of the Void. Maybe I do not want to cast the Inquiry now, because if we play Imp, we discard Inquiry, we discard Vengevine, and we discard land and play Hollow One. If we draw land next turn, we can Madness out the Ravager. So let's see if our 5 damage on turn 1 is fine. Fantastic. So let's attack for 5. The clock on his Doomsdays are on. And I get to instant speed the Ravager with Putrid Imp, which is cool. And next turn we would hit for 8. If he Doomsdays, he dies. Yeah, maybe Leyline is fine. We have Hollow One. Dark Ritual, fine. Barrogoyf. Okay. Let's discard Angel's Ravager. Let's cast it for red. Do you have days? We could give it flying as well, but I think having the 3/3. Of course, he has days, sure. I would love to draw a Kubot Root here. Oh, yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. We can offer the trade, but maybe it's alright. He gains 2 life. Yeah, I think it's good to offer the trade here, because we get to loot. Maybe there's a Rootwalla. There's not. Oh no, we have to discard one. Oh, he doesn't trade. So he is hoping that the Barrogoyf can kill the Hollow One at some point. I would love to draw Rootwalla. That would be cool. And once we have this on level 2, every card we draw with the Imp will be 2 damage. Bowmasters, okay. Nice hit. Don't think he plays so many creatures that he commonly hits on 2. So let's level 2. Let's attack. Let's do it. Discard land, draw Faithless Looting. He takes 5, goes to 4. The looting is actually lethal if he doesn't attack, because we draw 2, discard 2. I'm wondering if he will kill the imp right now. He does not. Hollow One is a cool card. So if we start with the looting, he will play Orcish Bowmasters. Looting is 4 damage, and then we can still just discard the Hollow One. We could also start by attacking, then he will kill the imp. But we get to draw 1. This will make this 2, 3. I think I start by attacking. He will kill the imp. Maybe because we have... Oh no, we don't have a graveyard. Excuse me. So he will play the bowman. He will kill the imp and then block the Hollow One. We will still do it, I think, discarding Hollow One. Then he can kill the Hollow One by pinging it and then double blocking it, which is fine because we have lethal on board and we still get to cast Hollow One afterwards. Sure. He needs to have a counter spell for the looting, or he loses. No counter spell. Good games. Love it. Okay, so he has more creatures. Maybe you should bring in some firestorms. I like the Kubot route. Maybe the Nihil Spellbomb is cool. Deafening Silence certainly doesn't look so cool anymore. What else did we bring in? Maybe I like the Kubot route. Firestorm is interesting. Street Wraith is not super necessary. The Root Wallace might not be insanely good against his Bowman. Ox is big. So I brought in the Firestorms and the Thoughtseizes. Maybe I don't even like the Thoughtseizes anymore and we just bring in the Firestorms. Let's try that. So we cut some Root Wallace, maybe just 1, an Anger and a Street Wraith. Anger could be cool though because it attacks. So maybe we do it like this. So if our opponent doesn't have Leyline, we have Vengevines and Hollow Ones on turn 1, but he's probably mulligan hard to Leyline, which is a bummer. No! How dare you? 3 cards is beatable though. So let's start by cycling. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Maybe it's better to cycle more. Yeah, let's cycle more. I think maybe keep 1 for the Kubot route. We don't need the Vengevines anymore, but we can cast the Root Waller. And then we put 2 Hollow One on the stack. And see our opponent cry. Maybe it's a daze. He has a daze, but we have another hollow one. Now you can cry. Pass. How did I see the wasteland? Ah, it was the sewer. Ah, anger, you don't do much. Let's cycle. Firestorm is nice. We attack for 5 and then probably just play the imp as another attacker. Far away from anything. Maybe I should keep the imp for Firestorm. 5/5/5. Yeah, I will keep the imp for Firestorm. And also for cool but rude. Ponder, sure. Bowmaster would be cool. Especially with Inquiry. I could see that the deck is playing Bowmasters. Maybe just in the sideboard. Wasteland, sure. Damn, I totally missed wear and tear. Totally missed wear and tear. So we will attack. We have the Firestorm for Barrogoyf. Just keep all the cards in my hand. There are... Oh no, there are no surveillance. What a pity. A Dark Ritual, sure. Is it Barrogoyf time? 4/5. Maybe don't have the Firestorm for Barrogoyf. Vengevine, Vengevine. How is it a 4/5? Ah, +1. So instant sorcery, creature, and land. Yeah, he gets to attack us once, but then we have the Firestorm. Brainstorm. Damn, Barrogoyf is a pain in every format. Maybe I should play the swords when I have the white mana. Fatal Push could be interesting as well. Opponent is Brainstorm locked. Tamio, sure. I would love to draw cool but rude. Very much. I'll just thin my deck a little bit. No cards in hand. Burning Inquiry doesn't do much. Let's just Firestorm the X damage to X targets. So can I Firestorm this, and face? I don't even know how it works. Probably yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Discard 3 cards. Oh, I can only Firestorm for 5 if I... Damn, I didn't know. That's actually miserable. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have to destroy my Rootwaller. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. But at least he is on a 1-turn clock then. Is he not? No, he's not. Okay, that's interesting. Or at least I get the Tamio as well. Okay, I never knew that Firestorm is played like this. Kind of funny. I feel the card is even better now. Oh yeah. X damage to X targets. Yeah, I see it, I see it. Damn. Wild, wild, wild. Maybe the ley line is not so much of a problem when you have the hollow one starts as seen. Especially when your opponent mulligans a lot to find leyline, then the hollow one will just get there. That reminds me of Vintage Dredge, because this is a common play pattern. Opponent just mulligans to leyline, and you open with Bazaar into hollow one, and then it gets there. Cool, we won a game and not just round 4 as it was in the last 2 days. That is fantastic. Okay. It looks cool. Let's see if we can do some cool things. Love to draw hollow ones, root wallers. Mulligan to 5. It's funny that the symmetric Burning Inquiry can actually mess up your opponent's hands as it messes up your hands. Cycling. What can we find? Looting. We can also loot away the Vengevines. Let's do that. Or maybe I should just Inquiry. I love Inquiry. Maybe I will play the Diamond and cast Inquiry, because I really would like to have it next turn. Oh yeah, Forcible Atraxa Ancient Top. And we found hollow one. Cool. I will still play it. Cast. Even though we didn't bring back the Vengevines. So it looks like Sneak and Show. Land pass. So we get to cool but root. Let's thin the deck. If we activate now, it's 2 damage, but we can also activate it next turn. Brainstorm, okay. Just attacking with the Vengevine means we get to loot away a land. Force of Negation, okay. Scary Chicken. I think I want to wait with the Lineside Diamond, so next turn the chances of hitting the 2 Vengevines with 2 creatures is higher. Because we get to cast looting and flashback looting with the Lineside Diamond, unless he has show and tell. Okay, bummer. Is it bad? Atraxa again. Oh, come on. Always this dumb show and tell. Doesn't even die to Burning Inquiry. And not having Grizzlebrand or Emrakul. Both totally beatable in this scenario. Damn, I hate this deck so much. And just Ravager. That is certainly step 1. Discard 2 creatures. Play both of them for Madness. Yep. Then we get to play the Diamond. Yep. It would be really cool to put the Anger in the graveyard. So let's just cast a Diamond, sacrifice 1, cast Looting, and maybe we find the Anger. We do not. Just another Madness creature. Cast it. Should we do it again or wait 1 turn? Maybe we wait 1 turn. I attack for 12. He blocks 1, gains 7, so it's a net of 1 damage. Not super exciting. Yeah, I think we wait 1. If we draw cool but root, there's a chance we make enough damage. He is on 20 for sure. And he also has swords and Orim's Chant. What the hell is this show and tell deck? Unbelievable. Like all this nonsense in game 1 and he still gets the combo with Atraxa. Sure. Ah, whatever, you got it. I like the Thoughtseize and I like the Deafening Silence. The Ox seems a bit slow. I like the Kubat Root, the Street Wraith, maybe a bit slow. Need to be fast though. Take out some Root Wallas and one more card. Maybe an Anger. Could even take out a Vengevine. Yeah, sideboarding is definitely tricky because you want to have the core intact. And this is what I commonly do. In decks like Hogak, where you have lots of 4s, you just trim down to 3 and you still have a good amount of percentage that you draw cards like Carrion, Feeder, Hogak, and so on. Okay, Sneak and Show, what do we have? It's a turn 1, hollow 1. If we draw a Vengevine, it might be cool. And we can even start with the Lion's Eye Diamonds. Hopefully he counters one. Clear. Do you counter one? Please, please, please. Oh, come on, bro. I needed you to counter that one. So let's discard the Root Wallas for value. Play hollow 1. Surgical Extraction. Cute. Would love to draw a land. Cast. 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 Okay, 6 damage. Plus 2 plus 0, so 8 damage. That means 1 Ancient Tomb activation. Land, please. Hollow 1. Oh my. Let's attack. Probably also has his swords here. Sure. Yeah, Hollow 1 was not the most exciting draw. Maybe I needed to pump the Root Walla. I don't think it matters so much. Let's see. Do you have it again? Obviously you have it. Obviously you have it. I could put in the Deafening Silence. I think I actually like that. Okay, obviously as Atraxa are not Omniscience. So interaction, show and tell on turn 2 with Atraxa. I hope the shuffler would be as nice to me as it is to this opponent. White Sneak and Show. Then he must really suck against like creature strategies like Felia or Oops All Spells when he plays all of this nonsense white in his show and tell deck. Yep, you got it. You got it. Sneak and Show. Some people don't like to play Magic, which is fine. I mean, you play 3 spells and you win. And maybe you didn't even need 2 of them. You just play 1 spell and you win. Yeah, my record against Sneak and Show is not fantastic. But given that it doesn't win anything important, I feel it's just too bad against the good strategies like blue-black tempo, like probably this failure, like oops all spells. So yeah, I just need to win more in these leagues to avoid playing in Sneak and Show, I guess. What a bummer, what a bummer. I wish I would play against something fair. Because the unfairness of the madness is nothing compared to the unfairness of Sneak and Show, Doomsday, Mono Red Prison. It's probably more like in between fair and these unfair decks. At least we got to beat Doomsday with Kubad Root. It certainly hurts not having wear and tear. Yeah, it should have been in except of Meltdown when I play the white. I could also play the green. I wonder what sideboard card I would play then. Maybe Nature's Claim. Force of Vigor could be okay. We have the Root Wallas, we have the Vengevines. Might be enough because you have all the draw spells to get there. Yeah, definitely something to consider when you throw together a sideboard. Sometimes you're missing cards. And again, nobody's playing. Come on, people. Especially the fair decks. Come on, come on, come on. Really fast rounds. That is cool. Like to play against blue-black, Thalia, anything that is remotely fair. Because I feel that we have some nice tricks to hurt them. I love Firestorm, like the way Firestorm worked. Actually quite cool. I think the card must be played. It is fantastic. Only the Baragorth gets a little too big. That is obviously an issue for Hollow 1. But I also fear when he has it on turn 3, it's playable. It's just a Dark Ritual that messes up the entire plan. Technically, it's always the fast mana. Like Lotus Petal, Ancient Tomb, Dark Ritual. Why can't people just play fair? Ah, too bad. We needed a land. 14 lands might be extremely greedy. I was checking how many lands other decks were playing. Let's do it. Keep. We get to Lion's Eye Diamond, the Ravager into play. Maybe you don't need the second land to do it. Let's just bottom the second land. Yeah, Escaping 8 won't work on turn 1, so this looks like lands. Tabernacle is an issue. Swift Resistance is super painful. So yeah, I don't think it matters. Oh. 4 Mox Diamonds, 4 Spheres, and he has both of them in his hand. Cool. Pithing Needle. Okay. Scalding Tarn. It is a forest. Root Walla. So 3, 4. I could ditch my hand, cast Root Walla and Ravager, bring back Vengevine. I think that is my plan. Let's go. Cast by paying 1. Opponent only one land. Cast 1, 2, 3. Vengevine comes back. Yes. Attack. Would be cool to have a chance to cast the Hollow One, but it was not possible given how the game played out. I hope that the Sphere is punishing him a little bit as well, because he cannot cast Life from the Loam if he has Tabernacle. Oh, cool. Cool. I like the spell bombs. I like the meltdowns against Saga. Firestorm is interesting. Thoughtseize is also interesting, but probably not good enough. So let's trim some of our action. Ox takes long, and he has Bojuka Bog. Anger takes long. The Street Wraith is probably not needed in that many numbers, and then we can just trim some of the Root Wallas. I will trim the green one first because we can activate the red one. This speaks for playing Tigers instead of Plateaus, because the Tiger also lets us cast the Vengevine. Yeah, let's try this. This looks cool. Let's see what our opponent is doing. Keep. Would love to draw Lineside Diamond. Okay. No, don't sphere me again. Disruptor Flute. Do you name Lineside Diamond? Yeah. I would not love to draw Lineside Diamond. Okay. Let's Street Wraith. We have Spell Bomb. I think we could even melt down for 1. For 0. I feel this is a meltdown. Might be wrong, but I want to get the green mana. He probably has another Yavimaya in his hand. Oh, maybe he doesn't. Maybe he doesn't. So now we start with a looting. We discard this boy. We get to cast this one. Yes, please. Then we get to cycle the Street Wraith. We get to cast Hollow One. And we get to cast another Spell Bomb. And next turn we have Inquiry plus Ravager. Let's see if our opponent finds a land. He does. Good land though. Was a Saga. He can activate the map now to find the third land. Or he just dismembers me. Cool. Did I take out all the angers? Just one. Cool, but root. I love it. I love it. It means we cannot cast the Ravager. Oh, come on, deck. I want to cast the Ravager. I think it's better. But maybe we don't even discard it. Okay, let's do it. I will give him more lands. Oh, we didn't discard the Ravager. Oh no. Oh no. What the hell? Deck. What the hell? So this is 3 out of 5. Drop of Honey is interesting. Oh no. He drew a land. Exploration is good. And he gets to search. Even put a Dark Depths in now. Ah. That escalated too quickly. Maybe the Burning Inquiry was wrong. I mean, our opponent kept a terrible hand and was not punished. Yeah. So Thoughtseize, Meltdown was a bit risky to Meltdown, of course. Maybe the Anger is alright. Take out a Vengevine. The Thoughtseize is much better on the play. Don't like it too much though. Well, you live and die by the Burning Inquiry, right? Again, I would like to discard Anger and Woodwalla. Maybe we are not able to. But I hope that the Inquiry also messes up our opponent's hands. Usually, for us, it's a bit easier to maintain a reasonable level of a good hand. Okay, so let's inquire. Let's just let Badlands cast Burning Inquiry. Neither. Oh, we discarded the Rootwalla, at least that. Cool. But the Anger is still in our hand. We got Drop of Honey, Urza's Saga, and Sphere of Resistance. That sounds like a good discard. He starts with a Saga. Again, Mox Diamond. And nothing. Could mean crop rotation. Anger for sure. Maybe one of the enchantments. The question is, do I like to Meltdown here? I do. Let's Meltdown. And if he has crop rotation, I'm not too scared, but Meltdown also means that he cannot activate the Saga on turn 2. Make a token. Next turn we get to play Kubad Root and attack. And maybe we are lucky and our opponent misses lands. He does not. Loam, cool. So that was Saga and Forest. So let's play Kubad Root. Let's attack. No response. Oh, I discard. Is it land or imp? Probably land. Another imp. Combat damage, okay. Yeah, maybe discarding land was bad because I want to activate Cast Inquiry next turn. Yeah, my bad. My bad. He didn't get to make the Saga tokens, which is cool. Maybe play some Grafdigger's Cage. Yeah, I need to keep the land. Oh, Robert. These strange strategies. More Saga. Oh, bounce. Interesting. Bounce is interesting for sure. Pay 1. Plateau, activate Kubad Root, and cast Burning Inquiry. I hope I get to keep a Lion's Eye Diamond, because then we get to Faithless Looting. Oh, nice. Let's cast both Lion's Eye Diamonds. Let's discard Madness. Oh, I want to yield. Choose the card from exile. Where is it? Here. Tough to find the creatures. Now I want to cast. I could even search for a card. Discard a card at random. Could find the Vengevine. It could find the Vengevine. It could find the Vengevine. Is the Vengevine the card I need here? No, let's just do this. There's a Vengevine. I'll take 4. And now, is there a card that does it? It's 1 mana more. I think it's hoping that the looting gets there. Oh yeah, got there. Damn, Kubadrood is such a funny card. Bring back Vengevine and hit you. Not for Xyxes, too much. Fantastic! Oh yeah. I did not see that coming. Okay, Kubadrood is insane. 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 I love it. I love it. It works so well. How much damage was it? I don't even remember. I think our opponent had like, we cast Burning Inquiry for 6 damage, we cast Looting for 4 damage, and then we had another Looting for 4 damage plus. So there was 14, 18, 20 damage. Reasonable, reasonable. I might be onto something. If you construct the deck differently, maybe with green, I'll talk about it in the summary. There might be something going. That was insane. Out of nowhere, out of nowhere. I mean, our opponent had nothing to interact, but it was out of nowhere.
Losing the die roll feels bad.
But we should be able to handle it. It is a quite slow hand. We can always decide to put these two on the battlefield, or put Ravager and Rootwalla on the battlefield. But maybe just keep it if we draw Faithless Looting or Burn Inquiry. All of a sudden it looks much, much nicer. And you just saw how broken Kubadrood and Lion's Eye Diamond are. And even the searching, when you crack the Lion's Eye Diamond, you can get the Ravager. With haste, you can directly attack, discard, and draw 3 more. Oh yeah. That is cool for sure. So hopefully getting the 3-2 now. Mulligans to 6, which might be bad. It's probably a combo deck. Oh no. Hopefully it's blue back tempo. Please play Tamiyo. Please play Tamiyo. Okay. Dark Ritual. Thoughtseize. Maybe Thoughtseize is my Rootwalla. I once played the 4 mana Vilthleaf Leech in a Magic tournament. That was the most expensive card in my hand, and my jumped opponent didn't read it, and I was like, yeah, I discard the most expensive card in your hand. And I started the game with a 4-4. But yeah, I didn't discard the Rootwalla. Never lucky. So Thoughtseize, Mishra's Bauble, it could be mono black, but it could also be Dimir. So it feels like a fair deck, which is nice. Again, I think playing Forest is important for the Rootwalla, because I could play Rootwalla next turn, Kubadrood, and then attack and get the loot trigger. So that is Probably bad deck building on my part. Land. Six. Sure. I would like Burning Inquiry. Okay. Nethergoyf. I think it's also played in the blue-black tempo, so cannot be certain what we're facing yet. Street Wraith. That sounds like Moonshadow. Thoughtseize, sure. You probably should get one of the hollow ones, because if I draw Burning Inquiry or Faithless Looting, I'm close to casting both of them. Maybe he doesn't care because his Nethergoyf is big enough. Who knows? It's definitely a Firestorm matchup. I like the spell bombs against the Goyfs. Meltdown, probably not. Deafening Silence, probably not. Thoughtseize, probably not. Yeah, my hand is quite shitty. I wouldn't even know what to discard. Maybe there's a point for Kuba Root, yeah, because it can explode quite quickly and he's already on 13 life. I like a draw spell. Or a Rootwaller, sure. I think we're one Burning Inquiry away from completely destroying. Like, imagine it discards both Rootwallers and a Vengevine. Then we bring back the Vengevines with the Vengevine with the Rootwallers, and we discard Hollow One. So probably it's a Barrowgolf now again. Dark Ritual, cheating on mana. Dotty Voidwalker, even worse. There is step one, Faithless Looting. But no land, no diamond. You got it, you got it. So I said Firestorm and I said Spellbomb. I think we can cut some Vengevine, some of the Rootwallers. I like the Ravager, maybe some of the Anger. Some of the Street Wraith. I like the Hollow One to be quick. The Putrid Imp might be alright, but let's just take out one. Yeah, I just trim a little bit of everything. Because I don't see, like, Kuba Root is nice, Lineside Diamond is nice, Hollow One is nice, that there is like a card that is awfully bad in the matchup. You could say that Oxafagona's Anger, like all the graveyard necessary cards, are much worse against the mono black, but I believe they still have some game, especially because you play Firestorm. Leyline of the Voids in plural. So should we try to get the Hollow One going? Let's try it. Okay. Why do we have so many lands? We even discarded the Hollow One and the Spellbomb. Oh, come on, deck. Come on, deck. It's not cool. Hopefully it doesn't have Dark Ritual, Barrowgolf. Damn, what a miserable. Like, how can we keep 3 lands and discard 3 spells? You live and die with the Burning Inquiry. Kuba Root would be nice now. Just as a way to loot, but also as a way to threaten. Because we get to activate it next turn and activate it again the turn after. And the random discard means if we get cards like Anxious Ravager, we can directly put it into play. Also gives us nice reach. Oh, okay, I'm actually not too unhappy about all the lands now. Nihil Spellbomb, it's reasonable. think I still want to start with Imp, get a clock going. Fire up a 1/1. Damage. Please no Dark Ritual. Dark Ritual. Ah. As always, it's the only scary card in the entire deck, and they always have it. So we could... I'm certainly casting the Spell Bomb, and then I will attack and see what he does. As if he blocks, we can crack the Spell Bomb, and his Death Toucher actually deals 0 damage. 10. Now I have to be careful how I want to use Spell Bomb. I don't want to give him life, but if I crack it too quick, he might be able to put more cards in the graveyard and make the Barrowgrave big again. I still think preventing this is quite important. Ah, I don't get to activate, of course. It's not hitting the graveyard. What a bummer. Fatal Push. So he hits for 1. Got a damage. 2/3. That's a bummer because I cannot Firestorm him. Even has a land as well. Certainly not Firestorming him now. Maybe I was too fast with the bubble, with the Spell Bomb, but I think there was no way I could do anything else. Yeah, maybe it was better to just Firestorm for value. Let's just try to raise. 7 damage on board and he only makes 3. And we still have the Firestorm. Maybe I should have kept 1 land in that case. Dark Ritual. I don't think it's Barrowgrave, it's Dark Ritual. It's the only card that I care about. That really jumps on mana. Dark Ritual, Lotus Petal, Ancient Tomb. The bane of my existence. Maybe I should just play Oops All spells because you don't care about all this trash then. Yeah, now he can raise my Hollow One. If this would be a Swords, I'd be in much better shape. But I think the Burning Inquiry, discarding the 3 spells, was game over, so let's just concede. Let's check the deck again. Do I see it somewhere here? View your previous deck. Can I close this? Yeah. So Madness. I would definitely play green. Not the white splash, but the green splash. So instead of the plateaus, you play Tigers, because it lets you cast Rootwaller, it lets you cast Vengevine. Then you can think what to do with the green. Nature's Claim, Naturalize, Force of Vigor come to mind. I think Force of Vigor with 8 green cards plus the forces should be fine. Otherwise, I loved how the deck looked. It was a bit greedy on the mana, but we get to use Kubat Root and Lion's Eye Diamond once, and the interaction is insane. We did 20 damage in 1 turn. Hollow One is cool. Yeah, I feel it's a sideboard. And then also the matchups. The Mono Red Prison had turn 1 Chalice, and in game 2, turn 0 Leyline. Actually, we played against turn 0 Leyline 3 times in the 5 rounds. Then we played against the white Sneak and Show version. It also sounds interesting. Probably has to play the white to beat the good decks in the format, but it makes his deck much worse. We had no chance because he had the turn 2 show and tell plus interaction both games. We got to beat the lands. Maybe my meltdowns were a bit greedy, but they happened to work out really well. So we got to deny the Urza Saga tokens, and then we got destroyed by Mono Black. Again, twice by Dark Ritual. I think the card is just too dumb. But yeah, that's what you get when you play Legacy, all the cheating on mana. It's true that Lion's Eye Diamond is cheating on mana as well, but I feel here we care more about discarding our hand than making 3 mana. It's just a nice addition. It's not like the Storm deck that can actually use it to kill you. We are still attacking with 1 mana 1/1s, sometimes 1 mana 3/1s. So yeah, I would play green for sure, which means Deafening Silence is out. If you play Force of Vigor, it probably also means Meltdown is out. The Spell Bomb could be more permanent Graveyard Hate, like Leyline of the Void, because you saw in that last game against Barrogoyf, yes, we got to shrink it, but then he got to play at instant speed, made it bigger even through his own Leyline of the Void. I like the Firestorm. I think the card is really cool. If we add Force of Vigor instead of Meltdown, we still need something against combo decks. Thoughtseize alone is not enough, as you saw against the Sneak and Show. So yeah, that's it for today. If you have any suggestions, any comments about the deck, we went 2-3 once again, what a pity, and I felt we even had to work for the wins quite a lot, and we just got extremely destroyed by the dumb fast mana strategies and Legacy. So yeah, if you have any suggestions about the deck, about the play, let me know. Feel free to like, feel free to subscribe, and feel free to check out Dobby Trading on Card Market. It would mean a lot to me and to Dobby Trading, obviously. And for now, that's it. I wish you a nice day.